One thing that no one will ever tell you about makeup swatches is how much makeup remover you have to go through to get it off your arm. Did you know? I didn't know. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam, and boy do I have some thoughts today. So what are we doing today? We're looking at Prada. New Prada Beauty finally came out, and I have some products that I'm gonna try and share my thoughts with you. There's aliens and robots and technology, oh my. So if you wanna see how I got this look, stay tuned. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so excited for today's video because Prada Beauty has finally been released and I have finally gotten my hands on a couple of things. I have the foundation from Prada and I was able to snag two of the quads, the eyeshadow quads, and I am so excited for these today. I've been wanting to try this ever since I saw these teased online, so let's get started and have some fun. So Prada came out with several products. They came out with a bunch of lipsticks, which I had absolutely no interest in. They had a foundation, which of course I picked up, and I think 6 eyeshadow quads that they released. And I picked up 2 of those. So the Prada foundation will come in this bottle and it is refillable, which is so super cool. It's called the Skin Optimizing Foundation and it retails for $70. You get 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounce, which is pretty standard for most foundations on the market. So the foundation refines the skin in 3 dimensions, including tone, luminosity, and texture to reveal soft filtered skin in real life. Ooh, fancy, fancy. They boast a breathable, soft matte finish. They boast a breathable, soft matte finish and up to 24-hour wear. First of all, who's wearing makeup for 24 hours? Really? Are you pulling an all-nighter and you need to look good? But I digress. This long-lasting, medium buildable coverage foundation has been infused with IRL, in real life, microfilter technology. This technology consists of a small molecule that microcrystallizes onto skin. It is life-proof and transfer resistant. What is this alien technology you are speaking of? Now, I know aliens supposedly exist. We've all been informed of it and nobody really cares, but are the aliens now inventing makeup? I have questions. Potent ingredients optimize skin over time. Vitamin E improves skin tone. Multiple other claims, blah, blah, blah. It comes in 33 flexible shades. AI technology powered and human tailored. Okay, wait a minute. Aliens and robots? Prada, are you doing sci-fi makeup? What is happening? What is happening? The shade design is based on an algorithm of 3,000 different skin tones scanned for shade optimization. Okay then, so we've got microtechnology, alien technology, and robot technology. Seriously, I have questions. Okay, so it looks like all of those multiple claims come in a very nice, beautiful bottle. And this is refillable. And so the outside is plastic, but the inside, you can pull this out, and the inside is nice, solid glass. And if you want to save some money, you can just buy these refills. You don't necessarily have to buy it in the full packaging. So that's really cool that Prada was able to do that because it does cut back on waste because Lord knows making a full bottle like this probably takes a lot of material. So making refills was, I think, a stroke of genius. So that's the foundation and all of its wondrous alien robot technology. So let's go ahead and try it out. All right, I'm only gonna do 1 pump, maybe 2. 1 pump, first pump never really gives me much. So let's go ahead and try this out. Now y'all know me, I like to dot. Don't at me. Everybody has their thing. This is how I like to do makeup. Okay, it feels really nice. There are no nanobots coming out of the foundation, so at least that's a bonus. I don't know. But it's going on really smoothly. Okay, that looks really nice. Let me get my hair out of my way. Let's get this side. It's not a thick feeling foundation, which I really appreciate because thick junk on my skin makes my skin go, no, no, we had this conversation and now you are going to suffer the consequences. Which I personally don't want to deal with. All right, last side. And I ended up using about 2 to 2.5 pumps just to get the coverage that I needed. Because I do have some redness in my skin, which I did use a color corrector before applying the foundation, and I have some concealer underneath my eyes as well. So this is not all just pure foundation. There's concealer and color corrector because C-point skin redness. Okay, yeah, that looks really nice. It's not too dewy, it's not too matte. It looks like it's skin that looks like skin. So the robots were right? We'll just go with it. But yeah, it does look really, really nice. It feels really nice. I don't know about the wear test because I, for one, do not wear my makeup for 24 hours because I like to have clean skin and less breakouts. But again, that's just me. You do you. Another thing that I will say with this foundation, like a lot of the other prestige, luxury, bougie foundations, particularly those that have a fragrance line, this particular foundation does have a slight scent to it, which I believe is some sort of Prada perfume. So if you're adverse to scent, just FYI, it's not really strong, but I can detect it. So again, use that information as you will. And now I'm going to go in and put in a little bit of bronzer because just foundation and nothing else is way too one-dimensional, and I'm sorry, I am 3D, not 1D. I am not a robot, nor am I AI derived. So there's that. So I'm going to go in with some quick bronzer just to give my face some kind of depth. So a little bit of bronzer, little bit of color, little bit of 3D humanizing. Okay, now I look more human and less like a robot. I still can't get over the AI derived and robot technology and this, that, and the other. Aliens, robots. Oh my, I need a third one. Oh my, I'll think of something. Okay, so now we're gonna play with the eyeshadow quads. This is another thing that I've been so excited to try out because all 6 eyeshadow quads have 3 very beautiful, well-tailored neutrals and then a pop of color. And I am both a neutrals girl and a color girl. It really just depends on my mood. So I think that this is a great option for those of you who are just kind of like, am I neutral today or am I colorful today? I don't know. Why not both? And of course my cat has to make an appearance because she just has to be everywhere that I am. Hello, Aoife. Are you watching me get pretty? I, for one, welcome my furry overlord into my office. All right, so here's the eyeshadow quads. I look like I have a tail coming out of my head. We'll just go with it. Prada Dimensions eyeshadow quad, and again, these are also refillable, which I love that so many brands are going with this option that they're going to make refillable packaging because I'm sorry, if I hit pan in one of the eyeshadows, I don't want to throw the whole thing away just so I can get a new color. So I love that these brands are cutting back on waste. That makes me so super happy. So the Prada Dimensions is inspired by the iconic prints from the house archives. Ooh, historical. Or, ooh, wait a minute. Vintage. Every eye palette is the unique combination of 3 sophisticated neutrals and a single eccentric accent. Whew. In 4 dynamic finishes, including satin, soft matte, hyper matte, and meta foil. So now we got meta going into the mix here. AI, robots, aliens, meta. Mark all those down on your bingo cards, y'all. So these will retail for $80, and like I said, you get 4 colors. And why do these luxury brands put in these teeny tiny little brushes that nobody's going to use? No, thank you. So here's the packaging for the eyeshadow quads. It's super reflective. You have the Prada triangle on here, and on the back here is where you can push in to pop the eyeshadow pans out and put in the refills. The closure is magnetic, which is really, really nice because you don't have to dig your fingernail in them and ruin your non-existent manicure. But so here is one of the quads. You can see here's your neutrals and here is your pop of color. You can't really see it very well, but this is a darker, kind of a plummy, purplish, brownish shade, which again, I love this combo, and I'll figure out what to do with this red because my skin undertone is very pink. It's very cool, so red is usually not my color, but we'll play with it and see what we can figure out. And here is the other one that I picked up, and this again with the brushes that no one likes. Insert eye roll here. But here's the other quad that I picked up, and teal, ooh, green. I love green, it's so pretty. But again, the neutrals that all work really well together, and then a nice pop of color. I think this is the one that we're gonna play with today because, not gonna lie, that red intimidates me because it just does. So we're gonna play with this one right here. And I'm still gonna swatch both quads just to give a feel of what these colors are gonna look like. So let's make with some swatching. Now don't worry, these swatches are not AI derived, nor are they robotic. It's all me. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that first palette and get some swatches of those. We have metallics, mattes, and then that uber pop of color. And you know what? This red might not be so intimidating for some of you, but I'm not gonna, like I said, it's intimidating to me, so we'll figure out what to do with that at a later date. So there are the swatches. Here we go. Now these two shades are not swatching great because I can't really dig in with my weaker fingers, but those look really, really nice. These are gonna look so good together. And if you're light-handed with this one, I think you can work this in really well with the rest of these. So maybe it's more intimidating in the pan and not as intimidating as I thought. So we'll give that one a try soon. Okay, now let's take a look at this other quad that I picked up. This is the one that I think I'm gonna use today for my eyes. And again, same kind of combinations in finishes. 2 mattes, a metallic, satin. I'm having a tendency to go in with these darker colors with my weaker fingers, so I'm apologizing in advance for the craptacular swatches that I'm sure that that's going to produce. So. All right, so here's the first quad, here's the second quad, and again, I do such bad swatches with my weaker fingers, so I'm sure that these are gonna come out much better on the eye than you can see them here. But yeah, again, these colors are just so well curated, and that's just gonna look so gorgeous. I'm loving these pops of colors. Ugh, can't wait to play with this. So now let's go in and put a little something something on my eyes. Let's go. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove this annoying sticker on the mirror because it's driving me bonkers. Bye-bye, sticker. So I think I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush into this middle shade here and put that all on my crease. Okay, so not a lot of kick up in the pan, which is good. Okay, these have a lot of pigment to them, more than I expected really, which is nice. So that's yet another point for Go Prada robots and aliens. You gave me some nice pigment. Well played. And I will also say I did kind of sort of prime my eyes. I do have the Color Science Total Eye 3-in-1 on both my under eye and on my eyelid because your girl wears sunscreen. And it also makes for a really nice eye primer. I'll go in on the second eye, which is my problem eye most of the time. Do y'all have that? Do y'all have one eye that always cooperates with you and then the other one just goes, no, we're not playing that game today, which is every day? I have that, but you learn and adapt, right? Okay, I think that's a good, nice basis upon which to build. Get a little bit more color in there. Alrighty. Now let's go in. I think I'm gonna go that one on the lid, this in the outer corner. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this teal. This is just such a beautiful, vivid color, and I think that'll go really nice with my blue eyes, but time will tell. We're gonna go in with a pencil brush with this shade right here to kind of darken up the outer corner. Anatomy of the eye, inner corner, outer corner. You would think I would know that. Okay, so this color is not nearly as intimidating as I thought. This is definitely buildable. I'm gonna try a little bit more, see if I can get a little bit more payoff. But that's good to know that if you go in with a heavy hand, you're not gonna end up looking like a clown from 1980, which is awesome. So I prefer buildable over whabam. So that's nice. All right, that looks pretty good. I'll go in on this side and do the same thing. One day my left eye will actually cooperate with me, but today is clearly not that day. We'll work with it. It'll be fine. It's not like I'm going anywhere. It's too hot outside and I don't want to melt. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a slightly flatter brush into this shade right here, and I'm going to put that on my eyelid, and then I will figure out where I want to put that green, because I definitely want to include that. But we're just going to go in with this color over the rest of the lid and figure out where that green is going to fit in. Oh, that is so nice. So if you just wanted a truly neutral look, an everyday look, you can use just the 3 colors in this palette and leave the pop of color for a nice popping day. Ha ha ha. But this is a really, really nice everyday kind of look. Man, I don't know what I was expecting from Prada Beauty, but it definitely wasn't this. Hey aliens, if you and the robots are getting together and making this kind of makeup, I'm all for it. All right, now that we have our basic B neutral look of amazingness, thank you robots and aliens, let's figure out where we want to put this green, because I really, really want to use this green. I'm thinking maybe right here where it transitions between the metallic and that deeper matte. I think that'll be a good spot to try this green. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna go in with a much, much smaller brush because again, I don't really know how this is gonna look and I'm just playing around here and I just wanna try this out. Wow, that's a lot of pigment. Here we go. Okay, that's fun. That's an interesting transition. And blend that into the darker matte there. I don't hate it. I don't know if I love it, but I don't hate it. I'll probably go back in and with that darker matte and do more blending with that color. Okay, so I used the green right around here, around that transition, and I think I'm gonna go back in with that darker color just to kind of even things out a little bit, for lack of a better term. So let's just go back in there. It almost makes it a little bit more purple, which I'm okay with. It is what it is. I think I'll go back in with that metallic a little bit more and just kind of pull everything together. Oh, that works. Okay, so I basically just took one swipe all the way across the eyelid from inner to outer corner to just kind of make everything work together. I think that was the way to go. Now, again, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just somebody who likes to play with makeup. So for somebody who's not a professional, I guess this will work. It kind of came out a little bit muddy because, again, I really don't know how to use this pop of color, but no, I think it came out pretty good for what it is. And I'll keep playing with this because, again, this is the first time that I've ever used this palette. This is the first time I've ever used these colors. And I can work with this. I can learn. I can adapt. I will make the robots and the AI technology proud. One must please one's aliens overlords. Okay, so I'm going to go in something on the lower lash line, a little bit of eyeliner, and a little bit of mascara because I have blonde lashes and it looks like I'm not wearing anything, and I'll come right back. Okay, so here is the final look. I did put that middle shade under my lower lash line just to give it a little bit of color, and I think this came out really, really nice. Aliens and AI technology, well done. I think you have created something. If y'all want to create more makeup like this, please feel free to do so. Just do not take over the world because I kind of do not want to live in 2001: A Space Odyssey. Okay, so here are my thoughts. These quads are really, really, really nice. It's definitely something different to have that very bright, vivid pop of color. I'm not used to that with a truly neutral palette, but you know what? I think this is the one that I'm gonna start playing with a little bit more because this red doesn't look nearly as intimidating in a swatch as it does in the pan. So I'll come back and let you guys know my thoughts on that one when and if I use it. Well, not if, when I use it. Sorry, that red is just so intimidating. And then this is the one that I have on my eyes, and this is the color that I went in on my lower lash line. And again, it's just, I have to figure out how to make this pop of color really work. But, you know, I think for a first try, it's really, really nice. And now the foundation, the alien technology with AI-derived stuff all over the place with all of the claims and whatnot and 24-hour wear, and we won't even get into that. I really like how this came out on my skin. It's very light. It doesn't really feel like I have anything particularly heavy on my skin, which I really like and appreciate and prefer, if I'm quite honest. It's a really nice finish. It's not too matte, not too dewy. It's very... The robots made a skin foundation. Alrighty then, we'll go with it. But again, it's a really, really nice finish. And it feels really good. But yeah, overall, I would say that the robots and the aliens have made some really, really nice makeup. Well done, Prada. Keep bringing out the robot makeup. I think we'll go with it. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll share my thoughts with you in the next one. Have fun, be good, make good choices, and wear your sunscreen. Bye!